Hello, my name's Jo and welcome to episode 7 of The Knitting Bird. So today's podcast is mainly about WIPs and purchases that I've bought recently. So let's get started. The socks I've been knitting on in the car, and we've been doing lots of day trips lately, so I've had lots of progress on my socks. And this is my sock. So from that purple stitch marker, I've done all that. I've decreased all the stitches now for the foot. So I've just got to knit the foot now for 8 inches. It's 72 stitch sock. I've got quite a large foot. And then I'm doing the foot for 8 inches. I did a pair that was over 8 inches and it was just a bit too big for me, so I'm going down to an 8 inch and see if that works. And these are just going to be, I've knit the cuff for 4 inches instead of my usual 4.5 inches, and it's such a lovely pastel-y, reminds me of ice cream but also summer colours, and we all need a bit of sun at the moment, don't we, a bit of bright colours in our lives. So this is brilliant for that, and they're just going to be some little shorty socks for the summer, so liking that. And the sock yarn is the Knit Craft, the Perfect Pair, and it's 75% wool and 25% nylon, and it's a pastel stripe 1232. Really lovely. The only thing that I'd say about the yarn, it's a cheaper version of West Yorkshire Spinners because it's their own make. It's very nylon-y. Even though there's only 25% nylon, it feels quite nylon-y when you're knitting. You're knitting and picking up the nylon, so they might be really durable and last forever because of the nylon. So yeah, so that's my socks, really chuffed with them. I love the colours. They just self-striping, they'll stripe themselves basically. I'm not bothered if they're matching socks. So yeah, really chuffed with that. So that's my socks. I'm currently knitting my daughter a cardigan for the summer, and I've got enough yarn to knit my daughter one so they can have matching cardigans in the summer when we meet up and go to the beach and stuff like that. So it's a King Cole pattern, 5424. It's a double knit, and I'm knitting a 6 or 7 year old. She's just coming up 5 in May, but she's quite a tall 5-year-old. So yeah, I'm doing a 6 to 7 year old. It's a King Cole pattern, and it's brilliant because they give you 2 patterns in one. So the other pattern is a short sleeved version, and then you can knit a tie with it as well if you wanted to. So I quite like the thought of having that, but that will be a later date to knit up. So I've done really well this couple of weeks on that. I tend to knit it in the evenings when before my daughter goes to bed. She likes a lot of hugs, so I can just knit and put it down when and as. It's quite an relatively easy pattern to follow. This is the back panel. So it does look really long, but it is for a 6 to 7 year old. And my daughter-in-law sort of said it doesn't matter if it's too long because you can just roll up the sleeves. And they like them oversized nowadays, don't they? I think that's how they like them. So I've knit it from the blue up. So that's a lot of, it knits up pretty quick because it's on 4mm needles. So yeah, really chuffed with that. So I finished the back panel Monday, I believe. So that's really good. And then the other night my husband was out fishing, so I decided to knit on this is the left front panel, and it has you can see there, it has a 7 stitch 7 stitches for your button band, and you knit the button band as you go, which I love doing because I don't mind picking up stitches, but if it's a lot of stitches it can be quite tedious, can't it? So it's quite nice when it's all in one. So that's the front panel, and they do shaping at the end and the middle, and on the back they had the shaping at the end, the middle and the other end. I've never had shaping in the middle of a girl's cardigan before. So yeah, I'm really chuffed with that. It's knitted up pretty, as I said, it's pretty colourful. My granddaughter loves rainbows, so I'm sure she's going to love this to wear, and it will be quite warm when she gets it out of the water on the beach. And it's because it's 100% acrylic, it's just, you can throw it in the washing machine and stuff and it won't hurt. So I like acrylic for that, so you can just bung it in the washing machine and dry it. So yeah, that's my cardigan for my granddaughter. This yarn that I bought, it's a Patterns Fab DK, and it's fine. It's 100% acrylic. I used to work in a charity shop, and they had some balls of it. I think I acquired 7 balls, and then I had my discount on top of that. I couldn't not have it. I was like, oh, I'll knit that someday and my granddaughter will love it, so that's even better. Yeah, really good, love that. So that's the cardigan. And the other thing that I've been knitting on this week is my father-in-law's, no, not my father-in-law, my brother-in-law's Gansey. So I've done really well. I think I've nearly done 3 inches of work, which in a couple of weeks is really good. It's knit on 2.25mm needles, the ribbon and the whole of the body. And what you do is you put the initials on the bottom. So the myth has it, if they get lost at sea, their jumper will be put back to them because of their initials. And not only that, the pattern on the top of the Gansey is also to tell you what part of the country or port that they're from. So I love knitting a Gansey. This is my 3rd one now, and as you've seen in my last podcast, I was wearing mine. The warmer weather's coming now, so it's such a dense fabric that I don't think I'll be wearing it as much, but I will still be knitting on them. After this one, I've got another 3 on order to knit, so it's a good job I love knitting them, because if you've got another 3, then it's really good. So I'm really happy about that. So I'll show you how much I've done. Let's get this all sorted and straight. It's rolling up lots because that's what it tends to do because of the weight of the jumper. So from that green stitch mark there, I've managed to knit all that. So about, I think it's nearly 3 inches, so I'm really chuffed with that. And I'm hoping you can see that we have some initials in there. So there's an N there and then a J. I'm really hoping you can see that with this light. So the way you knit the initials, because you're knitting it bottom up, so you're knitting it the ribbon and then you go into the stockinette portion of the jumper. I knit about 4 rows and then I do the initials. But what you do is you do the surname first and then his first name. Obviously you put a space in between. So when the jumper is on and somebody's looking at that person in front of them, they can then see that it's got their initials on the bottom and they can read it correctly, because so you'll sort of mirror image in that. Yeah, super chuffed with that. So yeah, I've been knitting on that for a while. Or during the day I knit on it when the sun's out and it's really nice weather. So I've been doing that, which is brilliant. And it's just to like, and now the warmer weather's come, I can sit out in my garden, which I will be doing after lunch today. I shall be sitting in the garden and just knitting around and around on my audiobook. So listening to my audiobook while I'm knitting, and I love that, and I haven't managed to do that this week, so I shall be doing that this afternoon. My audiobook I'm listening to at the moment is by a book from Cleeves, and it's called The Rising Tide, and it's a Vera series on the telly, but the books come first and then the series on the telly. So I really enjoy listening to an audiobook. So if any of you have got a recommendation of what I could listen to next, please pop it in the comments below, because I'll really enjoy listening to and reading what you've requested, because that will be good to know different books. I want to start listening to some different things. I listen to a lot of murder, so it'd be good to get out of my comfort zone and listen to something different. So that would be great if you could do that. So the other thing that I was going to talk to you about today also is that I bought some new yarn. I didn't need any yarn, but I bought some new yarn. Me and my friend are going to knit the same Christmas yoke cardigan together. So I'll just get that out and show you now. So it's a Drops pattern that you can get free on their website, and it's called the Christmas Time Cardigan, and it's just, you can put it on the yoke and all down the sleeves if you want, but we're just going to do it on the yoke of the jumper, or the cardigan, sorry. And it's got Christmas trees, gonks, Christmas trees, snowmen and hearts on there. It's done all in one, so front, sleeve, back, sleeve, front. So it's done like that all the way around. So you still have to knit and purl the rows, but I don't mind purling, that's fine. I've not done colour work for a long time. So last time I did colour work, I couldn't get it over my head, so I just went, oh, I'm not doing that again. So it would be good to have a go at this. We bought the yarn because it was reduced, and their pattern calls for Drops Karisma, so that's what we bought. We're knitting the smallest size because me and my friend are similar sizes. So I just get the yarn. And this is going to be, so it's Drops Karisma, and this is going to be the main colour. This is grey, but it's quite a marley grey. It's not like a dull grey, it's quite marley. So I like that. And this colour is number 44. Oh, it's really nice. It's 100% wool. So that's the main colour. The red, which is, I'm hoping that comes out the right red, but it's quite a Christmassy red. Colour 48. And that's for the hearts and the gonks. The black, it's like a charcoaly black, and that's number 53, and that will be for the snowman's hat. And then we've got, white, that's it. So we've got number 01, and that's for the snowman, and it's not a white, it's like an off-white, it's like a creamy white, to be fair, and I'm hoping that comes up in the camera really well. and then we've got green for the Christmas tree, and that is colour 47. So that's a really nice Christmas tree, Christmassy green as well. So yeah, we're really looking forward to knitting that. We're not going to knit it now until September because me and my friends got a lot on the needles and we need to make progress with what we've got. So yeah, that's about it. It's a bit of what I've been up to in the last couple of weeks. Not a lot. I've been meeting my friends. We've had like coffee and knitting time and been out to the park with my daughter for the swing and stuff like that. So we've been out and about and playing and just getting out while the sun's out and it's not raining. It's been quite muddy when we've been to the parks and stuff. So her slipping down slides and slipping down banks and getting muddy, she loves all that. It's quite funny. So yeah, so other than that, I haven't really been doing much more. So I'm really looking forward to sitting out in the sun this afternoon and listening to my audiobook and carrying on knitting with my Gansey. So if you've come to the end of the podcast, could you please put in like a yarn emoji? That would be great, so then I know you've watched the whole video. And then I'd like to know what you've been knitting on recently. I like to see different patterns and that of what other people have knitting on, so a bit of inspiration of what I can knit on next, sort of thing. So yeah, that's it for now for this week, and I shall catch you in a couple of weeks' time. And also I want to just say thank you for my 4 new subscribers I got in the last podcast I did. So thank you and welcome, and I hope you enjoy this video. So see you again soon. Bye.